Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Dafuq Did I Just Watch? With your host, as always, Kyle McLemore. This week we'll be recapping and reviewing possibly the last big-budget action movie of the summer. So grab your ticket, buckle up, and hold on tight for this review of Bullet Train. All aboard! Now before we get started, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Definitely helps the show stay alive, and feel free to comment any movies or TV shows you'd like us to review here at Dafuq. Now if you haven't seen the movie and would still like to, go ahead and pause now and return later, as there will be plenty of spoilers up ahead. That's right, this is your official spoiler alert. That's right, as the summer of 2022 winds down, Bullet Train looks to be the last star-studded action-packed movie of the summer. Directed by David Leitch, who you may know from his previous work in the original John Wick, as well as Atomic Blonde, Hobbs and Shaw, and Deadpool 2. Bullet Train not only loaded with action, it's loaded with movie stars, including Brad Pitt, Joey King, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, Hiroyuki Sanada, and the great Michael Shannon, amongst others. Now let's go ahead and start things the way we normally do, and that's with the synopsis. 5 assassins on board a fast-moving bullet train find out that their missions all have something in common. This isn't the first time that director David Leitch and movie star Brad Pitt have worked together on a project. David Leitch has actually stunt doubled for Brad Pitt on several projects, including Fight Club, Ocean's 11, and even Troy. Bullet Train is not only action-packed, but it's also hyper-stylized, and boy is it trying super hard to be ultra cool like Guy Ritchie's Snatch, with like a sprinkle of Tarantino on top and a little dash of Snakes on a Plane to kind of mix it up even more. Bullet Train has that thing going where nobody really has a name, everybody just has a cool nickname. Brad Pitt's not Brad Pitt, he's the Ladybug. Oh, and watch out for the Wolf. And hey, here comes the twins, Lemon and Tangerine. Oh, but watch out for the White Death. Like nobody has a name, it's all just like Snatch, like, oh, it's, hey, Frankie Four Fingers over here, and, oh, hey, there's the sickle, hey, watch out for that guy, oh, hey. Let's go ahead and get into the performances themselves, starting with our main movie star, Mr. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's character talks constantly about how he's in therapy and how he's making all these breakthroughs, and he's regurgitating all of his great therapeutic advice to other assassins on the train, and that's basically all he does the entire movie, is just try to peace out with everybody, man, and, oh, why you being so aggressive, bro, and, oh, dude, man, what the, oh, bro. The entire movie, just constant, just, oh, dude, oh, bro, wait, no, huh? No, I don't use guns, bro, like, oh, dude, so many dudes and bros. I'm not sure if it was Brad Pitt as the main character, was it Ashton Kutcher from Dude, Where's My Car, like, so many dudes and bros. Dude, sweet. Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry, 2 dudes with 3 names each, play twins, the twin assassins, Lemon and Tangerine. Both British. Ain't we just so British? Oi! Brian Tyree Henry's character also has a unique obsession with Thomas the Tank Engine. That's right, Thomas the Train, whatever you want to call him. He knows that show back and forth, front ways, sideways, all over. He knows every character, and he uses that show as a way of guiding his way through life, as like who to trust and who's this, and oh, you're fucking diesel, aren't ya? Now, not being the biggest fan of Thomas the Tank Engine, maybe that's why it didn't hit me, but dude, this guy does not stop talking about Thomas the Tank Engine from start to finish. It is non-stop tankety tank Thomas the Tank Engine, and I don't know, I just feel like there's something weird, maybe a little bit on the nose about being on a train and then constantly talking about this show about trains. And speaking of on the nose, there's a lot of times in this movie where they go way past the point of like, okay, we get it, David Leitch. Let me give you a great example, the Wolf. Why do you think they call him the Wolf? Well, when we did a little backstory, we find out, oh, he's been alone all of his life. Lone wolf kind of thing. Oh, he's got this necklace with like a wolf's head on it. Okay, guess we'll call him the Wolf. And then this motherfucker is out here, like literally fucking howling at the moon, and it's like, bro, We get it. He's the wolf. Are you gonna have him fucking start getting all hairy and shit too? Like, goddamn, take it easy. And now we start to get into what really is the problem with Bullet Train. And I feel like the main problem is that this Bullet Train exists in this magical place where you can basically do whatever you want anytime you want on this train. Now, if that had been the way the movie was introduced at the beginning, that's fine. Hey, if you want this to be a crazy adventure where nobody notices or cares about anything, go for it. Start it out that way. Don't change it up suddenly throughout the movie. At the beginning of the movie, Brad Pitt boards the train with a ticket for only one stop. That means that once the train reaches its first stop, Brad Pitt's gotta get out. He's even confronted by the conductor of the train who's checking everybody's tickets, and he looks at him and says, like, hey, this ticket is for one stop. Like, I'm watching you, so once we get to that stop, you need to get the hell out of here. And so at the beginning, I'm like, okay, this is very interesting. Not only does Brad Pitt have to get around all these deadly assassins, but he's also got to watch out for just the totally normal train conductor who's trying to get him off the train. But all that slowly fades away as the movie progresses. Not only does the train conductor just evidently stop caring, he just disappears altogether. Not only do the employees not care or seem to notice a thing, neither do any of the passengers. That's right, you want to throw a guy through some glass window? Go for it. They're not going to notice. You want to have a full-on WWE match in your seat with another dude and just be having a full-on, like, lean back and kick the shit out of each other kind of fight while they're sitting across from each other in the quiet car, trying not to make any noise, but not really. They're just beating the fuck out of each other. And the biggest reaction they get is some old lady doing this. She turns around and they're just like, Brian, Tyree, Henry, and Brad Pitt are like holding on to each other. Brian, he's got blood all in his mouth, and they're just like, with like visibly bleeding all over the place. They're both just like completely covered in like scratches and broken nose and blood. And what they did is this. Shh. Nobody cares. Nope. And then, all right, so hey, that's just a random passenger, right? Maybe she's minding her own business. What about the employees? Well, cut to Brad Pitt fighting our other triple name guy, Aaron Taylor Johnson. They have their little rumble in the fucking snack car, and they are like throwing food at each other. Aaron Taylor Johnson is punching through cupboards and breaking these like little cupboard doors and just like tearing food all over the place. They have the drink carts and they're like wrestling each other. Our train employee comes rolling in and is just like, sorry, I just have to get these extra peanuts. Brad Pitt has a wound that is like leaking blood down the side of his face, and he's just like, oh, do you have any like sparkling water I could get? And she's like, oh yeah, here. Like, never once is she like, are you fucking okay? Do you need a Band-Aid? Why is my snack cart destroyed and you're both like extremely sweaty and out of breath? What's going on? And then people are straight up firing guns left and right on this train and nobody cares. Fucking Aaron Taylor Johnson gets a fucking stuffed animal and uses it as a silencer, which not gonna do nothing, and he just blew. But it was silenced. And then later, Joey Kane is just straight up unloading 4 shots like blah, 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 blah. Nobody seems to care. Like, are we on this train with other humans? Are there employees? We keep getting little snippets of like some dude sweeping up like a little bit of litter, but it's like, where were you when we're having a full-on Royal Rumble in the bar back here? Like, what's going on this train? I can't tell like what's real and what's not. And at its climax, Bullet Train so badly just wants to be Snatch. It just so badly wants to be Pulp Fiction, where all these like separate stories are suddenly all intertwined with each other, but it just becomes like repetitive and like it doesn't even like what like you have some, there's like 3 separate times where like one character is like don't you get it, it was me, I pushed him off the roof, which led you here, which will lead him to me, and I can finally kill him. And then after that another character is like Don't you get it? It was me there at the beginning, and I've been waiting and plotting, and finally fate has rewarded me. Fate has all aligned everything. And it's like, nope, because later, the main bad guy is like, but it was actually me the entire time. I was the one who hired everyone. I wanted everyone here so that I could plan and blah-de-de-blah. And it's just like, holy shit, man. All of these crazy, elaborate plans, and they were all plans of another plan of another plan. So let's go ahead and hit Bullet Train with our overall review. Although it is action-packed, unfortunately a lot of the action is so over the top that it takes you out of the movie to just be like, what the fuck? And there's a lot of humor, but unfortunately not a lot of it was landing. And although it has lots of intertwining storylines, many of those storylines lead to no payoff at all, or a extremely disappointing one. It's also jam-packed with several cameos that really lead to nothing and just add to more distraction, if anything. Bullet Train is a fast-paced, action-packed mess of a movie. It's coming in well below average, which is why we're slapping it with a solid D. That's right, Bullet Train. If you feel differently about the movie, feel free to comment below and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And feel free to comment any other movies or television shows you'd like us to review here. I am your host, as always, Kyle McLemore, and we'll see you next time at the movies.